For you, because it's the final day of Andrew's big New Year's visit. Every January, Andrew brings us incredible value so that we can plan on having a healthier year than ever. And we have two today's specials today. We're gonna give you a little peek at each one, and then we're gonna kind of do a deep dive and you're gonna learn about two of Andrew Lessman's top selling products. He brings us best value of the year, best value ever on these two great products. Always a pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, although there was a wedding at the hotel, I think, yesterday that I stay at here. So
you weren't at the wedding.
I wasn't at the wedding.
You may as well have been, though.
Should have been, yeah. It would have been more fun than getting 3 hours sleep, so yes.
Ooh, well, you look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I feel great. I think, as I say, there's a little red light above the camera, and I think the red light goes on. It's better than a cup of coffee. Yes.
There you go, exactly. So I love the two awesome Today specials. So we're gonna maybe mention what they are so you can order whatever you'd like, and then stick around because you're gonna learn all the specific details about both products. One, of course, is circulation and vein support, which has long been one of your absolute top sellers and top reorder products, and a huge customer pick on hsn.com.
We introduced this ingredient, this product, to America over 20 years ago. It's become one of our top reorder products ever since then. As the graphic on the screen says, it's a product that makes a visible difference, a difference you feel in areas where we think there's nothing that we can do naturally to make that difference. So it's an incredibly exciting product. Best pricing we've ever had, and that includes if you went back over 20 years ago. So today, it's less expensive than it was if you had tried it over 20 years ago. It's just 2 capsules daily, so you're talking about a product that for about $10 a month or less than $10 a month, you enjoy incredible benefits. I encourage you to read the reviews. So we'll do a full presentation of this in just a minute or two. I just wanted to also make sure that we at least mention before in about a half hour, we'll talk about our second Today special at length, which is going to be turmeric, which was popular request, popular demand. I introduced turmeric 20 plus years ago.
Amazing.
And turmeric has just become an incredibly popular, interesting ingredient. We'll talk about that at length as well.
Oh yeah, we all love this product too. It's the Turmeric 400, and it's here in several different choices for you. Best value ever. If you need to restock it, we all wait for Andrew's visits because we know we will get the lowest prices on all of our favorite products. You know you'll get free shipping and handling. You know you're going to get extra flex pay. Everything's on 5 flexible payments this weekend. It's Martin Luther King weekend, so we have that extra little special event going on. But the key to this is that these are two great products. Most of us who are fans of Andrew and take these products, we take both of these. I've been taking circulation and vein for well over 20 years. Turmeric I've been taking for the past several years. The more you read about this, the happier you are you're taking it. I think some of the research now on turmeric, it blows your mind. I know you're gonna tell us more later, but it really is exciting when you hear the health benefits that we never really talked about in the very beginning. And the more we learn, the more excited we are that we're taking these ingredients.
I was reading through my research package, and the research package on circulation and vein support is copious, is voluminous. And then I was going through the turmeric, and what I'm looking at is just the recently published research, because if it was all the research published on circulation and vein support, we could have a stack of papers covering this entire counter. But turmeric now is the same. The excitement, the interest in turmeric, whether it's for brain health, for eye health, for liver health, for gastrointestinal health, it's just absolutely incredible. So we'll talk about that at length in about 30 minutes, but now we'll talk about our first Today special, which is our circulation and vein support for healthy legs, which is described most frequently just simply as a life-changing product, and also that it's a life-changing product in the most unexpected fashion.
There we go. Let me show you what the choices are real quickly. As we said, best value ever on these products. So you can always do a try me size. So if you're new to the products, you want to try them, we always have the smaller sizes. You can do a 60, which comes in at only $19.90. We have a 180, a 360, a 720. Clearly the biggest savings will always be in the largest bottle, and in this particular instance today, the savings on the 720 is huge. $120 off. You're almost saving as much as you're spending. For an example, normally we sell the 360. This is the largest size of this product we normally sell. The 360 we normally sell for $129.90. So clearly you are doubling up here today. It's like buy one, get one.
Actually,
right?
I was told if I was really intelligent about marketing, this would have been a buy one, get one free, because that's exactly what it is. It's a buy one, get one free and pay nothing for shipping and handling. You get an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And this is by far, we have some great values throughout the year on this product, but once a year, and it's always been in January from the beginning, because so many of us, whether it's exercise challenging the circulation in our legs, or the challenge circulation in our legs already making exercise difficult, our weight loss activities difficult. This is an opportunity to get just really affordable, incredibly inexpensive pricing on a product that can make a profound difference in the way your feet, ankles, and calves look, the blood vessels in those tissues look, or also just how they feel. We talk whether it's going to be tingling or heavy legs or things like that, the things that we go through the day and think there's nothing at all we could do about. This product can make a profound difference. And if we look at what the product was when we started, this chart I have here, if we looked at the product originally, we would have been looking at just diosmin and 500 milligrams. Today it's 600 milligrams. Then following the science and research in Europe, the original products over 50 years ago in France, hesperidin and rutin were added. And I'll read it in a little while. I'll read quotes from clinical studies. This is not some airy-fairy, not serious herbal botanical product. This is a serious product. And if we look back, so many of the things we realize today that we might look at as medications had their origins from plant-based sources. So this is not a drug, not a medicine, but these ingredients have clinical research and clinical science that show the results in a fashion that you could absolutely rely on and trust. But then I added another ingredient, butcher's broom extract, which again has traditional research and traditional benefits associated with it, now completely validated by science. And butcher's broom extract, it's almost the equivalent of diosmin. And then we also added pine bark extract and grapeseed extract because they also enhance the health and support the health, promote the health of our blood vessels. So if you're someone who wished your blood vessels looked like they used to look, wish your feet, ankles, and calves felt and looked like they used to, certainly at the end of the day, this product is an opportunity, and it's an affordable opportunity, and it's a no-risk opportunity because I've been doing this for 40 years. How long has HSN been doing this?
41.
41 years. QVC is where I started 28 years ago. So I'm not going anywhere. The money-back guarantee is not going to be some fly-by-night guarantee. This works, and I've been talking about this on television for over 20 years, or you send it back for a refund. But it really is just an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to embrace science. It's not an opportunity to embrace something I'm saying. It's an opportunity to embrace the science, to take advantage of the science that I'm simply talking about to you.
There we go. And if you have a minute, go read some of the reviews on this product because it is an incredible product. It is truly life-changing. If you find that your legs are dragging around, if you don't have the energy, the get up and go that you used to in your legs, this is something you must try. My husband takes it every day. I take it every day. My mom's in her 80s. She takes it every day. It's such a beneficial. So many girls I work, Amy Morrison takes it, Joy Mangano takes it. I can list the people who work here who take this product. Why? We all want our legs to have more energy. You literally feel, your legs feel better. If you stand a lot, in our job, we stand a lot. And we stand on hard floors. And we normally are standing in high heels. Now I'm in barefoot right now, but the point that I wanna make is when you stand a lot for your job, or if you sit a lot, if you're at a computer all day or you sit a lot, it's wreaking havoc on your circulation. This is all about having a healthier circulatory system, and specifically in the delicate tissues, the veins, the capillaries, the tissues in our legs. And the key to this is that because if your legs get swollen, if your ankles get swollen, if your feet get swollen, if your legs feel heavy, this is a product that you will totally notice the difference. When you read the reviews, women talk about the fact that they're wearing skirts again. They stopped wearing skirts because they were unhappy with the way their legs looked. I mean, you literally, Andrew, years ago when we started selling this, talking about this, you said we could have sold it with a tape measure because you will literally feel a difference, but you will see a measurable difference in your ankles, your calves, your legs, your feet. And that is the beauty of this. In a nutshell, I put a thing up on my Facebook this morning because my granddaughter turned 1 and she's walking. She's not walking, she's running. So I'm like, okay, Grandma, you know, this isn't like sit around and watch her in the little swing thingy anymore. She's on the move. So if you're a mom or a grandparent and you want to be able to keep up with the little ones, we have to do what we can to keep our legs in shape.
And it's really, as we were talking about last night, the benefit of the benefit. Certainly the difference it makes in the way your legs feel is desirable, or the way they look is desirable. But the impact on how they feel, the fact that you could sleep better, the fact that you could be more active, we could change so much of your health if you could be more active, that the circulatory tissues, the blood vessels in our legs are really the most challenged in our body. And it's an opportunity for us to fight back, to turn back the the clock, because unfortunately, as they change, so changes our life. And I was just looking at a little table here with the reviews. This product has 2,790 total reviews. About 2,500 of them are 4- and 5-star reviews.
That's right.
2,500.
That's right.
Just 2,241 of 2,790 are 5-star reviews.
Amazing.
And for a product like this, that we talk about in this fashion, for it then to get those kinds of reviews is a clear statement of the expectation you could have of this product when you get it home. It really can make a profound difference in a fashion that you'd never anticipate. And there's just one chart here that kind of summarizes the intent behind the product when we designed the product in the first place. Circulation vein support for healthy legs was specifically designed to address the visible and unattractive swelling of the veins in our legs, feet, ankles, and calves. The visible and uncomfortable swelling of the tissues in our legs, feet, ankles, and calves. And typically that's as a result of age, overweight, obesity, inactivity, excess standing or sitting, as well as numerous other health challenges and conditions, some of the medications we take, whether we're suffering from things like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. Of course, you could show this to your doctor, because the ingredients in this product, they're just natural plant-based ingredients, but they're plant-based ingredients that, despite them being natural, they are clinically tested. There's abundant research, and I'll read some of the quotes in a moment.
There we go. So I have to ask a favor. If you could use express ordering, that's the quickest way to get in. We are very busy. We don't want you to miss this. We have plenty quantity right now for everybody who would like to order. So if you can log on to hsn.com, or if you can shop by remote, or grab your smartphone, if you've downloaded the app or on your tablet, you can cut, there is no queue. You can cut right to the front of the line. If you are waiting to speak with a representative, hold on. We will get with you momentarily. We'll get you all hooked up with your today's special. You will be so glad you did this. You will have a better year when you start taking this. And I say that with such confidence because I just know from my own personal family, people that I know who take this, who love taking this product. And a lot of it, you know, it's interesting because it's a health product, but there is a vanity side of this. Your legs will look better. My sister, I always talk about my sisters when we were laying out at the pool this couple of years ago, and my youngest sister, we're all a year apart, she turned to me, she goes, "How come you don't have any veins in your legs?" I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it didn't occur to me that it's circulation vein support, but then they were all like looking at their legs, noticing that they had spider veins and things. And I thought, God, this must really be helping that. Because the truth is, for my age, my legs are looking very nice. You know, you don't see a lot of the veins are healthier. That's the point. When you have healthier veins, healthier capillaries, healthier tissues, these are delicate tissues. And in order to keep them healthy, we need to feed them these the right ingredients. And that's why you really do see a difference in how your legs look. Men too. Carlos, I'm telling you, he takes this religiously. He likes it for the opposite because he's very active and he goes to the gym every day. And at night, he sometimes has a hard time getting his legs to feel restful.
Like me.
Yeah,
Yep.
is that the same thing? Okay.
Yep. No, it's just, if we're very active and as we get older, our legs just aren't as good at doing what's necessary in terms of delivering the oxygen, delivering the nutrients, carrying away the waste products. And it's just our legs, if you really think about the way our body's designed, they're the most distant and remote part of our body from our heart, from our lungs, from all of the vital systems. And also, if we look at the world we live in, gravity holds fluid down there. So it's no wonder, as we're pumping fluid down to the blood vessels in our legs, we're essentially, imagine like a bicycle tire, we're inflating those tissues. With every beat of our heart, we're inflating those tissues. So if gravity is keeping fluid down there, those tissues are simply becoming enlarged. So this is an opportunity to make a difference in the tone of those blood vessels and those tissues. And if we read this chart here, from International Angiology, the efficacy was clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months, being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumference is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration through capillary walls. This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation. And it continues. This is from the International Journal of Microcirculation. The use of diosmin with hesperidin has been shown to improve venous tone, microvascular permeability, lymphatic activity, and microcirculatory nutritive flow. And from Angiology, diosmin with hesperidin produced a significant decrease in venous capacitance, venous distensibility, and venous emptying time. In addition, these changes were accompanied by a decrease in the ankle and calf circumference. So the feet, ankles, and calves are actually getting smaller as a result of taking the product.
Isn't that cool?
Pharmacological and clinical studies demonstrated the comprehensive mode of action of diosmin with hesperidin. It increases venous tone, it improves lymph drainage, and it protects the microcirculation.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it's science. Like you said, this is not pie in the sky. When Andrew brought this product to HSN originally, over 20 years ago, in Europe, they had to get a prescription for some of these ingredients. So these are serious products that are going to make such a difference. They're natural ingredients, but the best part is you will see a difference. If you travel, I can't tell you how many times I've been in an airplane and a flight attendant has told me that she loves your products, but she specifically calls out circulation and vein support. If you are a flight attendant, seriously, I mean, when I used to travel before I took this, my feet, sometimes I take my shoes off on the plane, I couldn't get my feet back in the shoes. Seriously, my feet used to swell up, my ankles would get more swollen. If you travel and you're not taking this, you must try it. The best part today, you're getting our best value, our lowest price. It's once a year. We don't ever offer the $7.20. And Rick tells me, I think, Rick, you told me 4 to 1. People are buying the largest one, 4 to 1.
We will be running out of the large size a little bit later this afternoon.
Oh,
we'll probably be running out of the large size of turmeric, I would imagine, during the show. So both of the large sizes of these are going much more rapidly than expected. And also, I'll read some reviews, because the reviews, I encourage you to go to hsn.com, because at hsn.com you really see the experience that this product can deliver, and it's truly a remarkable opportunity to make a difference.
It's true. People, when you read the Andrew Lessman reviews, it's really remarkable. It's almost like people feel that they're doing a community service by sharing their true experiences. They're beautifully written. They're so articulate. People are impassioned by these products and finding products that really work and over-deliver and make a difference in your life. You know, I always talk about all the things we can spend our money on, beautiful jewelry and clothes and makeup and all of that. But when it comes to our health, you can't put a price on it. This is the easiest thing you can do to be healthier. I always talk about that, because eating healthier, exercising daily, doing all the things we know we're supposed to do, those take an enormous amount of effort. This is 0 effort. It's like a second to take your capsule a day. It's tiny little effort, but boy, do you get big payoff from it. That's why we all love it. And you know what happens when you start taking Andrew's vitamins, and especially a vitamin like this, it's gonna make you feel better. You're gonna be more active, because you're gonna feel like being more active instead of getting home and plopping your feet up and not wanting to move. But what happens is it becomes a catalyst. You're doing these great things for your body. You're treating your body like a shrine, giving it all of these wonderful ingredients, and then it makes you wanna make healthier choices. It makes you feel like getting exercise, and it makes you more motivated to eat healthier. So it's such a good thing you can do for yourself. But if you are new to Andrew's products, and every time Andrew's here, we get hundreds, if not thousands, of brand new customers each hour, this is a chance for you to try something that is remarkable. They're the finest vitamins in the world. I have seen other brands offer similar products. You started this, and then other people copycat.
But nothing like this.
Nothing compares to this. This is, if you're going to take a circulation and vein product for the health of your legs, your veins, your capillaries, your tissues of your legs, the appearance of your legs, this is the one you really want to be spending your money on.
Yeah, there's nothing like this. I wish I could say, as I often do, that you don't have to get my product. You can get the same exact benefits by finding another product. It won't be as pure. It won't be made as efficiently. It won't be made as appropriately. We use entirely solar energy. We donate prenatal vitamins for every bottle you order. So I wish I could say that about this, but this is one of those products that I can't. There's no other product like this in the world, formulated like this in the world. Even if you went to Europe, where the original diosmin-based products were made in Europe, you won't find a product like this in Europe. Because in Europe, they don't add the additional benefits of the butcher's room, the grapeseed extract, the pine bark extract, as we do here. So it really is a tremendous opportunity to make a difference in an area where they think there's nothing, we all think there's nothing to be done. But there is.
That's it.
And I was just going to read some reviews here.
Great.
And we have a few hundred reviews with us here. So I encourage you to read the reviews, because they speak even more clearly than I do.
Great.
But it says, reduces night leg cramps. Both my husband and myself have benefited from this product. We both no longer suffer from nightly leg cramps. I'm a firm believer in Andrew Lessman and his products. I personally have a shelf full of his vitamins. Thank you for making such wonderful products that work for me.
Great review.
Legs feel great. I bought this because one reviewer talked about phantom discomfort. My husband is an amputee also. He has more discomfort in his real foot. He said the circulation in his foot has greatly improved. His leg has turned very dark blue due to poor circulation. He noticed the color begin to return. He has stopped so much with the restless leg and sleeps better. The swelling has gone down in my leg and feet and legs also. I'm glad I have this very easy on the stomach from Annie in Illinois.
That's a good point.
Excellent product. I did not know a product like this was on the market. I've been using aspirin all these years for the cramps that I get on the bottom of my feet and ankles. I now take 2 capsules and the discomfort is gone. Thank you. They also work for the discomfort I get in my hands, which is something you often
we've never
hear.
talked about cramps, but that's another benefit.
Well, it's whether it's leg cramps at night, sort of restless legs at night, it's the sort of things that when we improve the circulation in our extremities,
it makes sense.
We see a difference. Love this product. Was highly skeptical. The reviews are right. This product absolutely works. I had ankles that would get very stiff whenever I sat down. So much that I had trouble walking until they loosened up. I've been using this for about a week and no more stiffness. Amazing. It is actually a product that does what it says. Thank you, Andrew. I mean, you could see a difference in the size, the way they feel.
Everybody has 30 days to try this.
Oh, and this works quickly. 30 days is not a problem.
Right.
Best for feet cramps. 3 days after I started taking these capsules, I stopped having leg and feet cramps. Charlie horses when I slept. I had tried everything before and nothing worked. If you get cramps when you go to bed, then you must order these. Do not hesitate. I couldn't believe the results. This is the most amazing product and I would highly recommend it. I have spider veins on my ankles that almost covered the entire inside of my ankle. After taking the supplement, the spider veins have reduced by, I would say, at least 75%.
Wow.
My legs look so much better. I'm not embarrassed to wear dresses and shorts, as you were speaking about before, Colleen. My mom has terrible varicose and spider veins, and her legs have improved at least 50%.
That's amazing.
I can't believe the results. Thank you, Andrew, for making an incredible product.
You guys, and that is a handful of the thousands of reviews like that. Thousands. Those are people, you can't leave a review unless you are proven that our system is set up that you have to have bought the product, and then you're not allowed to review a product until I think it's at least a week. They want to be sure that you've not only received it, but that you've tried it. And so my point that I bring up here is that these reviews are people that bought the product, took the time. How many people take the time to go online and write these articulate reviews, right? Usually when you write a review for something, if you go to Yelp or you go somewhere and you're reading a review, more often than not, a lot of times reviews are critical. A lot of times people are disappointed in experience, and that's what really sort of catapults them to go and leave a review. So the fact that there are thousands of perfect reviews on this product, it just is one more indicator that if you're not trying it yet, you really should. Whether it's cramps, whether it's your veins, whether it's how your legs feel, how they look. If you sit a lot, and most of us do. Most of us for work, we're sitting or standing. So we used to nickname this when we first started talking about it, the nurse's product. Every nurse, we love our nurses. They're like angels, but they're required to be on their feet for hours and hours and hours during their shifts. Nurses, this is like a livelihood saver, because if your job requires you to stand up, to walk around, to be on your feet, if you're a teacher, if you're in retail, if you sit a lot, if you sit at a desk all day, if you drive for a living, you know, we've heard from people that are, you know, that drive semi-trucks across country, they're sitting all the time. Whether you're sitting or standing a lot, it's terrible for our circulation. It just is, and we all know that. And so this is a chance for you to try something that will really make a difference. You will feel a difference, and it doesn't take long to get these ingredients working. I think a big part of that is because we're not getting these ingredients in our diet. If you don't take this product, there's no way really to get the ingredients, right?
We're not.
That we're taking in this vitamin.
And unfortunately, so many of us here in America are overweight or obese, and with that comes other issues, whether it's type 2 diabetes or hypertension. And all of these things challenge the blood vessels throughout our body. And we often think about those in terms of our cardiovascular risk, but it also challenges the blood vessels in our lower extremities. So if we want to make a difference, this is an opportunity to make a difference and perhaps enable us to exercise more. But if we read some more reviews, and the reviews are remarkable, and I really encourage you. We're talking about, there are about 20, I think, what are there, 2,700 reviews or something like that?
Yeah, 2,790.
2,790. 2,200 of them are 5-star reviews.
Yep.
If you add 4 and 5 stars, it's 2,500.
That's right.
So it's the unanimity, the absolute consistency of these reviews should be an incredible vote of confidence for you that this is an opportunity. And again, this is not some magical, airy-fairy product. I started off reading the science, and there's abundant science going back 50 years, and we're talking clinical studies where they measure the blood flow, where they measure the size of blood vessels, where they measure the size of ankles or calves and legs. And that's what's so exciting. This is not something I made up. But there are some pretty brilliant people who made this up, and I just took their blueprint and not only made as good a product based on that blueprint, but then there are other ingredients that enhance the benefits of those ingredients. So frankly, it's even better than the product upon which the clinical science and that blueprint is based. So it's even more exciting.
Isn't that amazing?
No, so it's great.
It's pretty exciting.
But that's an opportunity that everyone who uses this product gets. And only once a year, we're the manufacturer. Only once a year do we ramp up the material, do we ramp up our factory to manufacture this. And literally the large size, I should have positioned it, if I was a smart marketer, positioned it as a buy one, get one free, but that's what it is.
Yeah, because normally the 360 is $129. You're getting 720 capsules for $129. You're saving $120 off the largest one, and that goes away at midnight tonight. This is it. It's the final day of Andrew's visit. It's your last chance to get this at this value for an entire year. Once a year we do this. So we're glad you found us. On a Sunday, we had a lot of channel surfers popping in. If you're just stopping by, we're so glad you're here.
I hope you'll try this.
That's right. Football doesn't start until later in the afternoon. So it's a chance for you to do something great for yourself or for someone you love. I'm convinced that Carlos wouldn't be taking this if I didn't start taking it and encourage him to do it. So a lot of ours...
Well, you wouldn't be taking it if you hadn't run into me 22 years ago.
I wouldn't.
Yep.
And I would have never even known that there was such an easy way to do something great for your ankles, your calves, your legs, and the health of your veins, your arteries, all of those delicate tissues in your legs.
And as I always say, I think part of the reason our products are so heavily reviewed and so positively reviewed, usually most people will write a review. I know myself when I'm surprised in a positive way or surprised in a negative way, disappointed. And this is a product that I think when you get it home, folks are surprised, which compels them to share their experience and perhaps to influence you in a positive way. Yeah. And if we read some more reviews here just quickly, the difference in my veins is extraordinary. I wish I had taken pictures before I started taking this, but the size of my veins has shrunk, and I'm loving it. I've not had twinges of discomfort in my legs since starting this.
Wow.
I wish I had bought the largest bottle. It works. I used to wake up at night with leg cramps so bad I'd cry, and the muscles would be sore for several days. Since using this circulation vein support, the only time I've had a cramp is when I know I've allowed myself to become dehydrated. Of course, we still make sure we do the right things.
Sure.
I think I had the early signs of restless leg syndrome, but since using circulation vein support, I can relax and not feel the need to keep moving. Thanks, Andrew Lessman. I use several of your products and haven't found anything bad about any of them. Oops.
Excellent.
Amazing. This product is absolutely amazing. I think in the reviews, the word amazing is used about 1,000 times.
I would imagine.
This product is absolutely amazing. It started working within 2 weeks. My legs were swollen and tight as a drum, always felt cold, and they looked like bowling pins. I'm 53 and overweight, which so many of us are overweight. But I've been going to the gym, and my legs have always been a struggle. Oftentimes, that's what stops us from a good workout program.
Exactly.
I cannot stress enough how great this product is. You will not be disappointed. We don't add those exclamation points or the capital letters, anything. I've had my family watching the change in my veins and legs. I've tried so many different things that didn't work. This product is a lifesaver. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. It is worth every penny to me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for a great product, Elena in New Jersey.
Very nice, Elena.
Shall we do one more?
Sure.
Leg Saver. I work in retail, as we talked about before, and stand on my feet all day. I recently ran out and took my time to reorder. My legs were miserable for the whole week until I received them. These work quickly, but you need to continue using them for the benefits.
It's true.
It's a natural product. It's not a drug, but the only way it works.
You have to take it.
Yeah. The swelling in my ankles went away, a tingle sensation gone. I could work 8 hours, then come home, complete my workout, and then go walking for 45 minutes. I will never be without them ever again, from Nina in Texas.
That is a great review. That is what we're talking about. It's being able to do her job. It's quality of life. This little capsule, this one little easy to swallow capsule can provide so many great benefits for all of us, and that's why we love it. It's one of our top selling products, top reorder products. It has been since it launched. It gets rave reviews, and the best part today, I'm gonna show you the choices one more time. I hope you'll try it. By the way, you heard Andrew say the large one might not even last the whole entire day at this point.
Oh, it won't last the whole day.
Will not last the whole day.
It'll last this show, though.
Oh, for sure. We have plenty right now, but it's going fast. It's outselling the others 4-to-1. So if you're thinking about it, and the key to this, I know you spend more up front on the large one, but you're going to want to keep taking it. And then if you get a little one, which is great, but then you'll run out, obviously, and you'll have to come reorder it. We will have this in stock. We will not have this price. That's the key, is that the value is what we would love for you to take advantage of today. The 60, the 180, the 360, the 720, it's completely up to you. You know your budget. If you want to start with a 60, great. You're saving $13, $25, $50, or $120. Here is where obviously the huge savings really lands, and this size goes away after this presentation. I personally take 2 of these a day, so for me, that's about a year's supply. And so I wait, just like so many of you do, till Andrew's visit. Oh, and by the way, thank you to the close to 400 brand new customers who have joined us just in this first 25-minute presentation. Thank you so much. We're welcoming all of you. If you are new to Andrew's brand, we'd love for you to learn about it. You will see why they are the world's finest vitamins. Every single aspect of the way this vitamin is manufactured is done with the highest possible level of integrity. They're all made with solar energy. They're all made in America. We're talking about all pure natural ingredients. These are easy to take. They're easy to swallow. They do not upset your stomach. They're actually put in recyclable bottles that are made out of recyclable material. I mean, there's not one single thing that Andrew could improve on. And frankly, if he could, he would. And over the years, he has. You heard him say he's added ingredients to this over the years. That's one of the wonderful things about taking Andrew Lessman products, is that you get a chance to try something that is not introduced 30 years ago and then just stays. If there's a way to improve it, Andrew finds a way to do that. This guy loves research. And we love you for that. He loves to pore over research. He loves to find new, exciting ways to excite all of us about taking care of our health.
That's how we found this ingredient. Literally 20 some odd years ago, and we had to do all the appropriate filings. Even though it's not a drug or a medicine, it was a new dietary supplement ingredient. So we had to go through that entire process of bringing this here over 20 years ago. So it's just my love of trying to find a way to naturally make a difference in the quality of our lives. And that includes my life, and that includes my parents' lives, the people in my life who struggle with the same exact issues that you struggle with, that I struggle with. And it's part of the human existence ever since we decided to stand upright. Like you said, your grandchild is now standing upright. Right. In a funny way, yes, you now have to chase after her. Right. But that starts the process for her now.
You're right.
The minute we stand upright, those blood vessels in our legs become challenged. Gravity wants to hold the fluid down there. We have this incredibly powerful organ called a heart, which pumps fluid down there, pumps blood, oxygen, nutrients that we need. And then we have to carry the waste products away, but gravity wants to keep it down there, and the heart keeps pumping it down there. So we're literally inflating those tissues. We get away with it when we're young. When we get older, it's inescapable. You could have the healthiest feet, ankles, and calves and blood vessels in the world. They are not the same at 30 as they were at 20, certainly not at 50 as they were at 30, and they keep changing. If we smoke, if we're overweight, if we're obese, if we deal with high blood pressure, if we deal with type 2 diabetes, if we deal with medications that we take, these are things that only further undermine a bad situation. The bad situation is that the design of our body will challenge those blood vessels. So it's an opportunity with this product to make a difference by improving the tone of those blood vessels, common sense. What I often say, it's sort of the difference between, if you think of the rubber material that a surgical glove is made out of, and then you think of the rubber material that a hose is made out of. You put water through a hose, that hose doesn't change diameter. Right. You put water in a surgical glove, you can blow it up like a balloon, literally. We want our blood vessels in our legs to be like that garden hose, where the fluid goes through it, it doesn't leak out, and it comes back up. But unfortunately, as we get older, that fluid in our legs, it permeates the tissue, especially because it's spending more time down there, and the blood vessel tone suffers with age. That's the opportunity that this presents to us, an opportunity to improve the tone of those blood vessels. And by improving the tone, the fluid passes through and gets back up to our vital organs to be reoxygenated, reestablished with nutrients, and then do the circuit again, do the cycle again. But again, that very powerful organ, our heart, if we don't maintain the tone and health of those blood vessels and capillaries, that powerful heart is going to only further undermine them and challenge them. And that's why those capillaries, those veins, that's why those tissues bruise so easily versus other tissues in our body. And again, this is just an opportunity.
That's it. And I would also love to ask if you could please use express ordering or just be patient with us. We see they're extremely busy. People wait all year for this, and new customers love learning about it and want to try something new. So if you're new and you're waiting to speak with a representative, your first order, if you go to hsn.com, there's no wait, but your first order by phone, if you're calling the toll-free number, does need to be placed with a representative. That way we get you set up. Basically, it's just your phone number, and when you call back next time to order something, the voice prompt asks you for your phone number, and it takes you right into your ordering process. It's really fast and easy. But if you are waiting to speak with someone, please be patient with us. Otherwise, head right over to hsn.com. Right on the home page is a picture of the Today's Special, and there's a little thing. Just click on it. Buy now. It's so easy, and then you're picking the size. Pick the size you want. Of course, you want to do the flex pay. Why not? Do your first flex payment. It's all in 5 flexible payments today. Right. Free shipping and handling.
And we're going to run along early on this. We
Okay.
have the clock up just because we're way ahead of ourselves and we're super busy, but we'll be back at the end of the second hour. We'll briefly talk about this again, and
Great.
of course we'll be back in the evening, but it's we're probably 2/3 of the way through. We're not even halfway through the day, really, but we're 2/3 of the way through the largest size.
Goodness gracious.
So, and that's, again, that's effectively a buy one, get one free. And remember, all the sizes, even the largest size, comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee. So it's a 30-day experience. Take 2 capsules a day. That's what you use here. Some folks take 1, but it really is a 2 capsule per day product.
Yep.
That's how it's designed. You want to follow the science. That's where you're going to get the benefits. And as I always say, I'm not a purveyor or a manufacturer or producer of magical products. I'm just someone who reads a lot of science, and then in reading the science, I follow the science. If the science is exciting and compelling, which the science on these ingredients, it's beyond compelling and exciting. So it's my job to make a product that not only emulates the science, but perhaps brings even greater benefit than independent science, because I'm combining ingredients. And that's what we do here. So the science I read, you can expect the benefits that you see in the science because those ingredients are here. But there's also additional ingredients that we've added. And the best part of all, it's higher potency than it was 22 years ago, and it's lower priced. So it's higher potency, more comprehensive. It's an even better formula than it was 22 years ago. And 22 years ago, it was an incredible formula. But it's lower cost per capsule today than it was over 20 years ago.
Isn't that great? Amazing. All right, we're going to wrap this up for now. You can continue to order it, of course. You know, we have 2 today's specials, so we do want to get along to turmeric and tell you more about that. But hold on with us. Be patient, please. We promise to get somebody with you very shortly. Now, 30,000 have already been spoken for, and it's only, what, a little after 9 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 a.m. Eastern time on the West Coast. So depending on what you're thinking here, guys, the 60, the 180, the 360, 720. But coming up next, we're going to move along to our second today's special. So I think, am I doing a little walk and talk? Am I on the move, or am I standing here? I think I'm on the move. Yep, we're on the move. Okay, we're heading over. Here we go. Okay, I put my shoes on, so we're getting our ducks in a row here. But let's go ahead and talk about today's special number 2, another huge favorite. It's interesting because you've been offering this for a couple of decades.
Yes.
But we didn't really feature it a lot on HSN on TV until more recently.
Well, it's like so many products that I've made.
Right.
They've existed for a long period of time, whether it's my marine collagen peptides, whether it was glucosamine, whether it was CoQ10. But it took a long time before what I was talking about really combined with what people were talking about out in the marketplace, out in the industry, out in the media. So we tend to be, to give you an idea, I've had a glucosamine chondroitin product for 40 years.
Right.
That's really only been popular for about 15, 20 years or so. I've had a CoQ10 product for 35 years. Really only been popular for about 10 or 15 years. But if you followed my company, you knew about these ingredients 40 years ago or 35 years ago. So this is basically another example of that. You're seeing turmeric, which we've had for over 20 years. Now you're seeing turmeric becoming popular throughout the industry.
It's true.
Which is why, for the first time in all the time I've had it, it's a Today Special, and it's at its best pricing ever.
Absolutely. We're going to show you what the choices are here. It's an awesome product. If you're not taking it, you should try it. You will love it. The health benefits are unbelievable, which we will be talking about. Let's take you through what the choices are real quickly. You can do a try me. So you can do a 30, a 60, a 120, a 240, or a 360 size. Here is where the HSN pricing will be going. Here's where the pricing is today. Holy moly, you're saving $90 off the big one, which again, if you can do it, this is the way to go. $240, you're saving $52. $120, you're saving $27. $60, you're saving $17. And $30, you're saving $7. They're all on 5 flexible payments for you, which is fantastic. And if you have a minute to go read the reviews on hsn.com, it's another one. There are thousands of reviews here. Let me grab my little sheet and take a peek at this. My cheat sheet. There are, oh, that's omega-3. Wow, that has a lot too.
This
well,
is
anyway, I know.
it's basically a perfectly reviewed product.
Exactly.
Let me see, I might have the reviews.
Do you have
here.
it? Yeah, I don't have it on this one.
Well, yes, I do. It has 490 total reviews, of which 386 are 5-star and 4-star is 44. So 430 of those 490 reviews are 4- and 5-star reviews.
Excellent.
And the most important thing about turmeric, we've all now heard about the benefits, and the benefits are extensive. I was reading research and science talking about benefits to eye health, benefits to brain health, benefits to liver health, benefits to gastrointestinal health. I think where most of us target are the soothing benefits to the joints right now.
Right.
And that's when I talk about it. This is not a drug, it's not an anti-inflammatory medicine or drug, but we look at turmeric, we look to turmeric as being another additional tool to play a soothing role in terms of our joints. And when you read the reviews, that's the most common experience that you're seeing in the reviews. But in order for turmeric to have those positive reviews, in order for turmeric to have that positive experience, you have to overcome a problem that turmeric has. And that problem that turmeric has, unfortunately, is its non-absorbability.
Oh. It's
not well absorbed. So you could take turmeric root, concentrate all the goodness of turmeric and make a 95% extract that's 95% curcuminoids, 95% the stuff that you want, the really great aspect, really great component in turmeric. And that 95% extract could be a bad product or would be a bad product unless you do something to enhance its natural ability to not be absorbed. It unfortunately is not something that's taken up well in the body. The way we do that is the most natural way. We complex it with fat, a fat called phosphatidylcholine. And phosphatidylcholine is the principal phospholipid in our liver, the principal phospholipid in our brain. There's another way to increase the absorption and uptake of turmeric and the curcuminoids. And by the way, when you do that, it increases its absorption, not a little, not 3% or 30% or 50%, but 30 times, about 3,000%. So it makes an enormous difference in the benefits. In fact, I wouldn't even bother taking separate turmeric standardized to 95% if it isn't enhanced in its absorption. The other way, and the more common way they do it, is with something called piperine, which is black pepper extract. And that black pepper extract can modify and interfere or affect the absorption and metabolism of drugs. So that's not even something I want to go near. So we have chosen the most reliable, the most natural way to enhance turmeric and curcuminoid absorption, and that's usually a desirable and beneficial phospholipid. In fact, in India and Asia, the way turmeric is so effective as part of the diet, it's used with food.
Right.
And when you cook food and when you cook stews or things like that, guess what? You complex it naturally with fat, which is exactly what we're doing here.
There we go. I hope you will try it. Use express ordering. Already the largest one is outselling the other sizes, also 4-to-1. If you're going to take a turmeric product, this is the one you want to be taking for exactly what Andrew just described for us, because it doesn't do us any good to take an ingredient if we're not absorbing it. And because it's so hard to absorb, it needs to be formulated properly, which this is. And that's why you will see and notice a difference when you take it. So if you aren't taking turmeric yet, take advantage of the special offer today, because it's a today special, which means it's our best value of the year. To get a full, if you do one a day, that's a full year's supply for under $100, reminding you, and that's of course if you do the largest, that's reminding you that they're all on 5 flex payments, so that's $20 on flex pay to get this one home, and give it a try. And the fact that every time Andrew comes back and talks about turmeric, there's more to share. There's more to talk about, because I think we focused a lot on liver benefit. We talked about brain benefits, benefits for your eyes, but how interesting now that we really focus also on joints. I mean, think of the benefits of taking this, not to mention that it's an extremely powerful antioxidant. It is so good for our bodies, period. But then it focuses on these organs that need that extra support. And that's what's so brilliant about this. This time of year, when a lot of people are trying to live cleaner, live healthier, get things back on track, This is awesome. This is a fabulous product because it's so good for your body in so many ways. And because it's so affordable, this is your chance to try it. You can see already that little clicker, thousands of these have already been spoken for. So I love that there's 2 today's specials for you. If you're still ordering circulation and vein support, pop that in your shopping cart. If you want to try the turmeric or stock up, this is the day to do it. We all kind of wait. We know Andrew basically has 4 visits a year. They pop in a couple little remotes sometimes, but for all intents and purposes, it's 4 visits a year. So I think that's what I think a lot of us plan for. And we know that our favorite products will be put on special. Andrew does his very best. One of the reasons you started doing 2 today's specials in a day is because people were requesting more today's specials from you and you didn't want to do more visits. So he just offers 2 in one day for us.
And one of the aspects of a today's special for us as a manufacturer, we can do a today's special if the volume is large enough to justify a really significant reduction in cost in the production of the product and the acquisition of the raw materials. And a second today's special has become so popular, especially for ingredients like turmeric, which we knew in advance because of demand that it would do so well. So we were able to plan this. And what I also wanted to show that it's unlike other turmeric products. It's not a tablet. It's a small, as you can see, a very small capsule, a soft capsule.
And that's not food coloring in there.
No, no, no.
Those aren't artificial colors. Look how pretty it is.
Natural color of turmeric. There's no binders to interfere with absorption. There's nothing that's potentially going to upset your stomach. And I actually think, I was going to check on this, that I think because turmeric was always used, it was used as a food coloring, also as a coloring for clothing. But I think whether it's Hindu or Buddhist robes, I think that's the actual color, that turmeric is the actual color that was used to create the color in those robes. So it was both a food coloring and of course, a traditional remedy. If you look at all the Asian traditional medical systems, certainly Ayurvedic medicine in India, turmeric was an incredibly important component that spoke about its benefits long before scientists in the Western world discovered all of its long list of benefits. But really quickly, I just wanted to read a couple of charts on some of the science that I just grabbed here. This is from Drugs Discovery Today. Not that turmeric is a drug, but currently the main obstacle to the use of curcumin in clinical contexts is its low bioavailability owing to a combination of efficient first-pass metabolism, meaning that your body metabolizes it quickly, poor gastrointestinal absorption, so very little gets through as well, and rapid elimination and poor aqueous solubility. So, but what that basically means is we really don't get to benefit from it.
So you could be taking a turmeric product and not
getting any benefit at all, which is very common. Advanced Pharmaceutical Bulletin talks about phytoconstituents, botanicals, have been utilized as medicines for thousands of years, yet their application is limited owing to major hurdles like deficit lipid solubility, large molecular size, and degradation of the gastric environment. The phytophospholipid complexation, that's a simple or a complex way to describe what we do. We complex our turmeric, our curcuminoids with fat. The phytophospholipid complexation technique has emerged as an imperative tool in improving bioavailability of botanicals. That's exactly what we do here. This technique has effectively solved the issue and has offered a preparation of botanicals, turmeric here, with sufficient lipid penetrability at higher concentration and sustained therapeutic levels with a lower rate of elimination. Phospholipid complex technique can serve as a potent delivery system for increasing therapeutic index, which encapsulates plant actives. That's why this product is virtually, perfectly reviewed. And then just an interesting, the American Journal of Chinese Medicine, the natural product ginger, whatever that is, Zingiber officinal, has active constituents gingerol, shogal, and zerumbone, while turmeric, curcuma longa, contains active components curcuminoids, namely curcumin, dimethoxycurcumin, and bis-dimethoxycurcumin. They have the same scientific classification and are reported to have anti-inflammatory and many therapeutic effects.
Are we going to be quizzed on this after the show?
Well, it just gives you a sense of the degree to which science has explored these ingredients. They're not drugs, they're not medicines, but their protective benefits extend throughout our body. And I think the top on the list, what we seek out with turmeric and with curcuminoids, top of the list is really its soothing benefits to our joints. Secondarily, the protective benefits it offers for our liver, our gastrointestinal tract, also to our eyes, to our brain. So a long list of benefits. So with these products, I don't have to warn you about side effects. It might be a spice, curcumin or turmeric, but it's not going to upset your stomach. So there's no side effects, no issues I need to warn you about.
And even if you do eat Indian food or food that uses, you know, cumin or these ingredients, the point is you can't get what you're getting. This is standardized extract. It's a whole, it's still good to eat that, but the point is this is a whole new day and a whole different ball game when we talk about the amount of turmeric you're getting in one capsule that will provide those benefits. And Andrew follows the research when he decides how much to put. This is the 400. So he decides what, based on research, what to put in our capsule so that we are able to maximize the benefits of the ingredients. I'm going to show you the choices one more time here. We're very busy. I apologize if you're waiting to speak with someone, but if you can go to hsn.com, there is absolutely no wait. You can go right in, order whatever you need, whatever you'd like to order. And of course, if you can shop by remote or shop on your smartphone or on your tablet, if you've downloaded our free app, it's super easy to shop that way as well. But here you go. You do a 30, 60, a 120, a 240, a 360. Here's where the pricing will be going. Normally a 360 is $189. Today it's $90 off. Love it. 240, same deal. I mean, what a nice savings.
By the way, and it's very interesting, Jenny, who runs our business here at HSN, just confirmed that it is turmeric. When you look at those bright orange Buddhist or Hindu robes, it is turmeric.
Somebody Google this for us.
That imparts the color.
Good
so,
girl,
yes.
Jenny.
So
it is. How about
it's
that?
It's just fascinating. That's something when you look back thousands of years, it was used to color robes, it was used in traditional medicine, and here we are in Western society doing our scientific homework and validating that they actually knew what they were talking about.
There you go.
So it's pretty exciting.
All right, and Mother Nature knows best. That's the beauty. All of these natural, God-given ingredients just formulated in a way that we can benefit greatly. And by the way,
and we are very low on turmeric, by the way. Very, very low. We're going to scramble between the shows and see what we can do.
I think you brought in fewer turmeric also than you did circulation vein support.
Yes, we didn't anticipate the response. We brought in 4 times as much, basically, of circulation vein support.
Okay, only 2,200 if you want the large. That's it. So you definitely jump in if you want to get your turmeric. Also, we do have circulation and vein. We talked about this briefly. This is hugely popular. Thousands more just went out the door.
Yeah, we abbreviated the first airing on circulation and vein. We'll do an abbreviated airing at the end of the second hour again, and then we'll try and see what kind of scrambling we're going to have to do to make sure we have adequate quantity to finish that, to finish the rest of the day with inventory. What we try to do is we shorten the airing, so if someone only is watching in the evening, they still get an opportunity. We try to never sell out early, and
I used to really appreciate that when I would work with you at night.
Now
I'm at the midday, I'm like, let's just keep going.
Let's get it all gone. No, not
Adam
fair.
won't care. He'll be okay if they run out. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we just so long as you get what you need and what you're looking for. That's what matters most. But we're going to keep on going here because we have more goodies to share from Andrew. A little bit of a variety show we're going to move into now because we have lots of favorites we want to squeeze in. Last day of Andrew's official visit of the year, so why not get you going on the maximum essential omega-3, the absolute finest omega-3 product on the market today, bar none. The best part about this omega-3, it's not fishy. Yes, it's fish oil, but it is not fishy. So we'll tell you more about it, but I want to show you the choices real quickly. It's a 30, 60, a 180, or a 360 count. So you pick the size. The savings is awesome on this. I mean, check it out, $60 off the big one. If you go with 180 size, you're saving $30, $12, or $7 off. Free shipping, 5 flex pay on everything. And that's kind of a fun little surprise. We don't always get to offer 5 flex pay on every item, but because it's Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, we have a special promotion going. Everything between now and the end of tomorrow will be on 5 flexible payments.
I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah.
So that makes it even more affordable. But our omega-3s, the real key to this product, and when I originally created this product, the design was basically against problems. When you look at a typical omega-3 product, including the first omega-3 product I made almost 40 years ago, it had problems. It was hard to swallow, fishy aftertaste, upset stomach. So unless and until I could solve that problem, I made the product go away because I don't like making a product that gets criticism. So we figured out how to make it in a smaller capsule, how to give more of the most important omega-3, which is DHA. This product is 60%, 40% DHA versus EPA. So it gives you the proper balance of what you want. It's in its natural form. Most omega-3s, it might come from fish oil, but it's not in the natural form. It's in the ethyl ester form, not in the natural triglyceride form. And of course, the most important thing, it could be the best fish oil product in the world. If it upsets your stomach, if it's a fishy aftertaste, if it causes nausea, if it's hard to swallow, I don't care how dedicated you are to your health, you're gonna give it up. So all of those wonderful benefits that come with it, why your doctor, why your cardiologist might have recommended, all those benefits go with it, because as great as the numbers might have been, it just is going to be a miserable experience. So I had to make sure that our omega-3 was not just numerically and scientifically without a doubt the best in the world, but it also from an experience standpoint was going to be a capsule you'd fall in love with. And if you read the reviews on this product, a fish oil product, virtually perfect reviews. I think there's a few thousand reviews, and probably 85% of them are 5-star reviews.
Yeah, there's 3,300 reviews. Of that, oh my gosh, almost over 3,100 are 4 and 5 star, 4.7 out of perfect 5.
Right.
That's unbelievable.
So
for
even,
fish oil,
even at
right?
3,300 reviews, to think that 2,800 are 5-star reviews,
Yeah.
that means over 85% are 5-star reviews.
Wow.
Then you add 4-star reviews, and you're well over 90% in 4 and 5-star. And a 3-star review is still a good review. So you probably get to about 95% of the reviews are 3, 4, and 5-star reviews, which is an amazing thing for any product. But I mean, even if it was like an extremely luxurious, expensive product, that would be an astounding review to have. But to think that it's an omega-3 product, fish oil, the nutritional supplement, the dietary supplement that most people, the only thing they love about it is to love to hate it. So to think that we have succeeded so well with the fish oil product is astounding. And the best thing about this, as much as you'll love it, you show it to your doctor, you'll show it to your cardiologist, they'll love it even more.
And you know what's really interesting about it? And this is the greatest thing about watching an Andrew Lessman show, you will learn so much. Most of us, that's one of the reasons we love just spending time with Andrew, because he loves to teach. He's here to share the information that we need. If you're taking a fish oil product now, it's important that you read the fine print of what you're actually taking. Because just because it says fish oil, it does not necessarily mean that you are getting omega-3s in that fish oil. The omega-3 has to be extracted from the fish oil. On top of that, there are different types of fish oil. The fish oil that you have a balance of fish oil here, but DHA is something that a lot of the other manufacturers are leaving out.
Well, they
right?
don't leave out. What it is that the standard balance in an industrial, literally an industrial omega-3. Because omega-3, we're not killing fish in the ocean to make omega-3. First of all, ours are all independently certified as being environmentally responsibly harvested. But omega-3s are really a byproduct from the animal feed industry, from all the fish that are being collected for the use of animal feed, typically. So, but when that's all collected, the industrial byproduct is a fish oil that's usually turned into ethyl ester fish oil, but it's principally EPA. It's 60% to 2/3 EPA, the balance DHA. We flip it around, because DHA is even more important than EPA. So ours can't be typical industrial omega-3. Ours has to be a special custom-made balance of EPA and DHA that follows the natural blueprint in fish, which if you look at fish, typically DHA is higher than EPA. If you look at our body, our brain is principally DHA. Our eye, our retina of our eye has the highest concentration of DHA of any tissue in our body, even more than our brain. And our eye is basically a specialized structure of our brain. So it all makes sense that DHA plays a critical role in both of them. But DHA is really exclusively the omega-3 fatty acid in our brain. 2/3 of the dry weight of our brain is fat, and DHA is really it. The same with the retina of our eye. So that's why we focus on DHA. Others do not, because it's far cheaper to just get the industrial standard, which is 60% or so EPA and lower levels of DHA.
There we go. If you'd like to order, I would love to spend more time here, but we have a lot still to show you, and we are so busy. So express ordering is the best way to get in. Try it, you will love it. It's a great product. Go read the reviews. One of your top reviewed product and all of your products are customer picks, but this is one of your top favorites.
I would say, if you look at my products, probably 80% of my products average 4.5 stars or better.
For sure.
And all of my products are customer picks.
Every one.
All are higher than 4 stars.
That's
and
right.
4 stars is hard to accomplish.
Especially the more reviews you get.
4.7 stars is almost mathematically, I mean, you get a 1-star review, I think you need like 6 or 7 5-star reviews to make up for it.
It's absolutely true.
So,
okay, we're wrapping. I think we're gonna wrap this up for now. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for joining us on hsn.com. If you're just stopping by, it is almost 1 o'clock on the East Coast, which means it's morning time, coffee time if you are on the West Coast. And we always love being able to...
My Fitbit is still on the West Coast time.
Are you?
So my Fitbit says
how many steps today?
It's 9:58. I really haven't done much today yet. So I have to wait for
What do
it
you
to
What do you
adjust.
normally do? Like 10,000 steps a day?
I usually do 15 to 20 a day.
Jeez.
So this, I think this last week was a good week. I think I averaged almost 20,000 steps a day.
Wow.
Well, because between our show weekends, we went down to Miami Beach. It's not far from here.
Sure.
We drove down to Miami.
Yeah.
And so when I do phone calls and things like that, which I spend a lot of time on the phone, I just walk around outside.
Yep. I've talked to you on the phone before you were walking.
Yeah, that's
I think
my
you had
thing.
Lincoln with you.
Yeah, Lincoln is my shadow. Sometimes he looks at me during the day because I'm on the phone a lot, like, are you ever going to sit down? Come on. So,
He's exhausted.
No, but and it's another great thing. I remember saying this back, I've been doing this so long, back when cordless phones were first becoming, this is before portable phones, back when cordless phones were first becoming popular at homes and things, that it gives us an opportunity. Why sit around when we're on the phone?
Right.
I always walk around when we're on the phone. That is incredibly important and can play a huge role in our good health. Sometimes I could be at home and on the phone, and before noon, I could have 15,000 steps.
Wow.
And never leave the
That's a good
house
idea.
and just simply be on the phone and doing laps around the kitchen, much to Muriel's dismay.
That's
But
awesome.
speaking about
All right, speaking
activity
of
and
that,
moving around,
exactly. This is the perfect
building
segue
block
for us.
joints.
The glucose